and then waking up to raise this arm. This leg is driving up this hand. And as I'm doing that, I'm inhaling, fill. And then I start to slowly exhale, turn and make the ball, sit all my weight onto this leg. This is all very relaxed. And place the foot, and then softly sink 70% into this leg, and then inhale to raise the right arm. Okay? And then exhale as I turn. And in our form, it's a little different from yours. We exhale as we sit back, and then inhale to turn. And we'll talk a little bit about this in the other hours when we talk about push hands, the meaning of roll back and how it works in different systems. And then exhale as I shift forward all the way to exhale. Let me go back to this one. So in this one, the energy is coming out of this leg because I'm going this way. So the same way we talked about leverage with CJ there is that if I tried to pull somebody from this leg, I would pull myself off balance. So I have to sit into the back leg, and which is combined with yielding, and then you can, could be like, from the martial point of view, somebody could push in on you, you could yield so they start to come off balance, and then throw them this way. And that's the energy of the movement. I want to just make a little sidebar here. If you don't care about that, if you're saying, I do this for health and meditation, I don't want to do this martial arts stuff, I want you to understand that the mechanics of these movements and the energy movement that we talk about there and the energy you think about in the body pumping chi through the system are one and the same thing. They're identical. Okay, so if you, and at the heart of it, if you've tried to figure out what makes Tai Chi special as a system of health, I'll tell you what I think. I think it's, of course, there is the physical exercise, which you could get by doing calisthenics, but it is how you use imagery to direct the movement of the body. And that imagery dictates how energy moves. So there's a, I was talking, when I was talking yesterday with Ann, we talked about Fair Lady's Wrist. And we watched a film last night of Yang Zhendro, who's the Yang family, the youngest son of Yang Zhenfu, and you watch his hand, and his hand is like this. Thumb sticking out. Ben Lowe would go, no, 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 like that, you know. So, the thing is, in the Tai Chi Classics, it says, where the mind goes, the Chi goes. So the image you create in your mind supports the flow of energy in the body. And whether you're doing Yang Sheng Fu's form, which is like that, and making sure your hand is shaped this way, or doing Ben Lowe's form and making sure your hand is shaped this way, or doing William's form and making sure your hand grows into this shape as you energize, you are putting your mind at your extremity, and therefore energy goes to the extremity. So if you think of, if you're thinking, as I do from a kind of acupuncture meridian point of view, if you do this, which is what Yang Sheng Fu did, you're really thinking energy to right here, which is a point on the pericardium meridian. If you do what we do, both the Cheng Man Ching, Ben Lo, and William Chen part of that, you're thinking to the fingertips. And that way you're thinking energy all the way on. Okay? So when I explain these things in a kind of martial and body mechanics sense of how you make it work, I'm also, it should be assumed that that is also the way it works energetically, that the two things are actually one. So that regardless of what your interest is, it's the same body mechanics that produce it. Okay? So, back to where we were. So, exhale, sit back, inhale and waking up to bring the arms across. Exhale, sinking down 70% into the front leg, and then inhale for press. And exhale as I withdraw, and then sinking down into the front foot. And you can see how I'm back here. When I sink into the foot, this drops down and away. And then it moves forward a little to support the push. If I were to try to do this, push straight from here, no go. Just like what I did with CJ. You try to push from here, you push yourself off. You have to sink into the front leg first, and then grow the posture out of that. Okay? So this is what I'm after practicing with you for the rest of this hour, which is another